Hey there, my name's Tracy from Randomness of Rudy, and in this video we're going to talk about Scorpio in a relationship with Aquarius the water bearer. This is a part of my YouTube series, The Scorpio Experience, where I take a look at Scorpio in a relationship with each sign of the zodiac. So if you haven't seen the first video I did where I go a bit more in depth on what it's actually like to date a Scorpio, please go back and check that out. Scorpio with Aquarius is such a tough match. And I see this match happen often, and I'm always surprised by it. And I think my initial surprise is somewhat justified in the sense that, these two signs and their elements really make it difficult for a relationship to go the distance. Scorpio is a water sign, Aquarius is an air sign, and this combination of alone, whether it's Scorpio with Libra or Scorpio with Gemini, is always tricky. But nevertheless, this match happens often. And I think it really has to do with the fact that both signs, while they're of different elements, they tend to operate in a similar fashion in that they are fixed. Aquarius is a fixed sign. Scorpio is a fixed sign. And so even though their natures are different, there is this idea of commitment and stability and loyalty and faithfulness that is presented in this match, and that's something that both signs pick up on each other, and so that I think is essentially why this match tends to happen more often than not. But nevertheless, both signs are very different. As a water sign, Scorpio is an energy that operates on an emotional plane. And as an air sign, Aquarius is an energy that operates on a mental plane. And the other thing here, the other dynamic is that, Aquarius is this freedom-loving energy. Aquarius is a sign that marches to the beat of his or her own drum. And Aquarius cannot be tamed. Period. Aquarius cannot be controlled. Aquarius cannot be boxed in. It will never happen. It won't even be something that comes up for consideration for Aquarius. And I think this is what Scorpio is drawn to, because it's almost this equal sense of power. It's almost as if Scorpio has to acknowledge this powerhouse that is Aquarius. And of course, that is going to intensify Scorpio's attraction to Aquarius. And in the meantime, Aquarius is going to be highly drawn to Scorpio because Scorpio is this raw emotional energy. And because Aquarius can be so detached, Aquarius isn't going to know what to do with this energy except explore it and see what happens there. And hopefully in the process, Aquarius doesn't get stung because Scorpio, is an energy that really has to be taken seriously. And so again, this fixed element, this powerful element that both signs exude is definitely going to be what draws these two in the first place. With regards to sexual compatibility, again, I think both signs will definitely be surprised by each other's lovemaking style. Aquarius can be quite passionate, and Aquarius can be quite steady, and Aquarius has pretty awesome endurance as well in the bedroom. And Scorpio is the same. It's just that because both operate in such a different fashion that it may be difficult for both of them to essentially pick up on each other's rhythm. But once they do, they'll be really surprised with how it all works out. So, the sexual compatibility here, too, I think the fact that it's different, and I think the fact that, both signs approach sex so differently, but in the process still end up enjoying themselves. I think both are just going to feel like, what was that? And come back for more as a result. So sexual compatibility, while it's awkward, it's definitely positive between Scorpio and Aquarius. As far as your disagreements go, this is really going to be where you guys experience some really turbulent times. Aquarius is very intelligent and very intellectual and very insightful and very intuitive and different in how he or she thinks. there's a foresight that is always noticeable with Aquarius, and that Aquarius has this ability to see ahead. And I think Scorpio will be quite impressed by this. It may feel somewhat intimidated by Aquarius for this as a result, because Scorpio is not as intellectual as Aquarius is. And part of the reason is because Scorpio is attached to ideas. Scorpio is attached to his or her way of thinking. Scorpio can be somewhat rigid, in other words, and it can be very difficult to change Scorpio's opinion on different things. And so that is something that Aquarius is going to have a really tough time dealing with, because Aquarius prefers to interact with open-minded individuals, people whose way of thinking is flexible. And don't get me wrong, Aquarius can be stuck to his or her ideas as well, being this fixed energy. But Aquarius will still be more broad-minded and open to other opinions and other viewpoints than Scorpio. And so this is where your disagreements will be very tricky to navigate. And really it's going to boil down to Scorpio learning how to let go of the need to essentially control how Aquarius thinks, and be open-minded enough to actually interact with Aquarius that essentially allows for resolution to come in the face of some of your disagreements. So this is an interesting match. It's a funky match, and it could definitely go the distance, but both signs are very, very different. And so it will really be important for you to understand and accept your differences and do your best to kind of navigate those disagreements between you. If you want more information, feel free to visit my website at randomnessofrudy.com. And until next time, good luck.